guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. Today I just wanted to share my story about being a vet tech and why I actually left the veterinary field. So just some backstory. I was working at a traditional animal hospital. It was a traditional veterinary clinic, so we did vaccines every day. They treated cancer traditionally with chemo and radiation, and for nutrition, it was all kibble mostly, like high processed kibble, and that was kind of my background in it. And after doing a lot of my own research, after seeing sick dogs and sick cats almost every day, and I want to know what the causes were for pet cancer, or pet kidney failure, pet liver failure, those kinds of things, and even just small things like allergies. And a lot of it came down to big pharma and big food. So I was recently reading an article which kind of inspired me to make this video about how the pet healthcare industry is so commercialized now and really controlled by corporations at this point. And a big example of this are the VCA animal hospitals and Banfield, and they own a lot of hospitals across the country, and they kind of almost completely ignore the AAHA's guidelines when it comes to healthcare for your pets. An example of this is giving your dogs vaccines every year and renewing it every year. And according to the AAHA, certain vaccines like lepto or bordetella aren't necessary, and they especially aren't necessary every year. So that's something that the VCA and Banfield ignores. They often almost have census, and they need to reach certain numbers every month. Like they really emphasize doing heartworm tests and giving flea and tick prevention, heartworm prevention, which I've talked about in a previous video, and how it really actually hurts your dogs. There are toxins in there, and there are levels of mercury and aluminum in vaccines, which aren't healthy for dogs and suppresses the immune system. And the big problem with this is there's not a lot of pushback because of how underregulated the veterinary field is. And what I mean by that is when you go to like private animal hospitals or veterinary clinics, you'll often find people who aren't licensed, like unlicensed vet techs, and are able to do certain things like give vaccines and assist in surgery, monitor anesthesia, and these are a lot of high-risk operations or high-risk things that shouldn't just be at the hands of anyone. And the problem with this is it varies by state. Some states don't really regulate what a vet tech or an unlicensed vet tech is and isn't allowed to do, and there isn't a lot of room for suing or legal lawsuits for veterinary malpractice because pets and dogs and cats are still seen as property. And the way I feel about the animal healthcare field is what I think has happened to human healthcare and how it got consolidated in the 90s, and it's basically all about profit now. I'm not saying that vet techs and nurses or vets themselves don't have the best intentions, because obviously you do if you go through the training and the schoolwork for that. I'm talking about the corporations that are in charge of the way healthcare for your pet goes. And a lot of what drives the profit of VCA and Banfield hospitals are diagnostics tests, and that's where they bring in the most revenue. And the problem with all of this is dogs and cats have great immune systems, and what we do to them with giving them vaccines, all these vaccines yearly, and flea and tick prevention, heartworm prevention, and putting them on commercialized pet food is suppressing their immune system, and it's basically injecting them with pesticides. And it's really sad what's become of the pet care industry and where it's going so far, which is why we really strive to give our dogs a holistic health care, and we're trying to give them the best food. And this is no way of me discouraging you to become a vet tech if you want to become one. Another thing that I can make a video about is how vet techs are so underpaid, which is why there's a huge turnover rate. But that could be a separate video. It is an awarding career and job, but at the same time, after knowing all this information about traditional veterinary medicine, it's sad, and it makes me want to do better for my dogs, because I want them to be around for a long time, and we want them to be healthy. And so that's just my personal experience, and I feel like there's a big push for holistic medicine. It's not just a small number anymore. There's a lot of people who want to have holistic medicine and holistic healthcare for their pets, and which is why I've also started consulting on my end, because it's something I'm very passionate about. So if you're ever interested, let me know in the comments below, or through my Instagram DM, because I take clients all the time. I could do it remotely as well over Skype. So yeah, I look forward to making more videos about holistic healthcare for your pets, and just giving a lot of education, because this channel is about rescue and adoption advocation and education, but it's also about holistic healthcare and giving what's best for our pets, because they're not just pets, they're family members. Eldra and I consider Beacon and Bella our kids, so this is something I'm very passionate about. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, let me know. And down below, I'm also going to post a link about the commercialized and corporatalized industry that has become of pet health nowadays, and what kind of pushed me to make this video, so you guys can make your own conclusions and opinions based on that. And so until next time, I'll see you guys. Thank you.